89. That's what he said.
Right, doesn't matter.
He said, you know, what do I care? I know where I'm going. I'm going to be with my daughter.
Yeah.
He said, and I
that's
said,
how
well,
Annie was.
you know, what about me?
Where is your daughter? Buried?
No, she's cremated and she's with me. And she has a memorial over at Laurel Hill Cemetery with her picture. It's beautiful. Right under Edie Huggins.
Oh, how nice.
Edie Huggins has her
In fact,
picture
the
up
picture
right above.
she has on Forecast Pioneers is the one.
Oh, okay.
She prepared it. We had it prepared too. Isn't that funny?
We got our mausoleums. We're over in Arlington in Drexel Hill. We bought two beautiful. It's made like the Monticello House of Jefferson.
Yes.
Oh, really?
It is so beautiful. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it on the website. That'll blow everybody. It looks like a mansion.
It's what's on the back of the nickel, right?
Yeah, the Monticello. That's exactly. We're in it in Drexel Hill, the Arlington.
Anything related to Jefferson Street.
Oh, it's a beautiful place. We were lucky. We got it
Graduated from there.
6 years ago. We bought it when it went up, and I lived in that neighborhood for many years. So I wanted to be in go back to my old neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Helen, 2 years before her passing, no, 1 year, it was 97, March of 97, she went out and got everything ready for her death.
Isn't that marvelous?
I mean, because she had my intuition.
I mean, it was marvelous that she had
that she knew. So she got everything written down. I want Laurel Hill Cemetery as my memorial. I want my ashes with my mother and father, you know. I mean, she wrote, I thought she was crazy. She had it all notarized and brought it home.
This was a year before.
Yeah, a year before.
Notarized, somebody could.
And always I wanted to ask you, I want to talk about, where was the accident? Where did it occur?
202 near Gateway. You know where Gateway is?
Going out towards
Gateway, right by King of Prussia.
yeah.
Right across from there.
It's dangerous. Dangerous
The man
turn.
cut in front of her, and she turned left, which was the fatal thing into the grass.
I think it's where that 202 wicket turns.
Exactly. She went down, her back wheels hit a ditch, and she went airborne into a Mack truck straight on. We never got to see her again. No, we never. We were stopped from even knowing what hospital they took her to, because they said, that's all you'll remember.
And she went over immediately?
I knew the minute it happened. I felt air go through my
She
body.
almost got back on the road again.
Yeah. She got on that road 3 times to save her life, and then just the grass, you know, she picked up the speed, the grass picked up the speed.
How about this poor lady got killed here in Roxborough? Her legs were cut off, I heard.
I heard her legs blew up and her head was gone. So, I mean, that...
And her little 13-year-old daughter was next to her.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Granddaughter was with her. Yeah.
See, it was that bad corner.
They're not
And
supposed
the
to come up
18
here.
wheelers are
That's a turn. It's a bad turn at
Ridge Avenue's
Leverington
bad.
and the Ridge, isn't it? Right?
But they said the driver wasn't to blame.
She walked out, I think.
She tried to.
She was probably stepping out to see
But
if
we
the
have signs everywhere, no trucks allowed. You know
Yeah, but the
that.
truck, when it turns there, where they wait, the senior citizens wait up on that corner.
Right.
And it went over the curb, obviously.
Oh, went over the curb.
Yeah. That's what I'm told. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I heard that, well, I called a review right away because I just heard about it.
Yeah.
And I called a review, and I have a lot of friends there, you know, because I put Helen's picture in all these years, all the time.
Right.
And they told me, oh, it was horrible. I wouldn't even go down and look. It was that horrible. They said her legs moved, and that she was plastered to the front of the truck.
Oh, God.
But you see, the thing is, they said the suction from the wheels of those Macs will suck you right into it. I never even knew that. They said watching you when you're driving.
Oh,
If they're
God.
going at a high speed, they'll suck your car right over.
I thought the old lady was driving. Then I heard she was on the curb.
Yeah, she was on the curb. In fact, I went up there right after it happened, not the same day, the next day. And they had the firemen wash the blood away, and there was one streak of blood on the sidewalk.
Please.
So I stepped on it, and I said a prayer.
Yeah.
I just stepped on it and said a prayer for her to be at peace, because Helen went right to a Mac.
Did Frank tell you that about the Facenda thing? We had it at the Ballakimwood that day. You couldn't feel your
Yes,
leg was hurt.
yes.
I talked to him, and did you tell her I told you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said, I don't think she'll be there today. We wanted you to be with us.
Yeah. I told her that you called.
We had
She
John,
wanted to go.
we had
I
John
did.
Facenda's son at the table. We had Bill Weber. We had the whole crew. You know, it was really nice.
And we're, you know, this is going to be a big one on the 20th.
Is it?
It's the celebration of KYW's
Oh, yeah,
70
yeah.
years.
75.
And everyone I know and worked with started in
You
television.
know, my Uncle
I started
Louie,
at Channel 3.
was in TV way back when him and Ed McMahon started together.
No kidding.
And he was in it for like 7 years, and then I think he just couldn't handle the pressure. But he was on Willie the what?
Weber.
Willie the Worm?
Willie the
Worm,
Worm.
yeah, on Channel 10.
He was
I miss Willie the Worm.
Uncle Lou. He actually starred in it.
Really?
And
I remember the
And he
puppet.
told me about how John Facenda would take him under his wing.
Oh,
and
John
talk
was
to him.
wonderful to me.
Yeah.
From 11-year-old kid, but we'll come out of mass together every
Right.
Sunday. Listen, what I wanted to ask Valerie.
Look who's here. Joe Bag of Donuts.
Oh, Joe!
Hey!
Oh,
The whole
somebody
Buckle's
got it.
here. What is this? Everybody's here.
There was something about, I wanted to ask Val, what was I wanted to ask? Remember I
Is it
said
about radio or?
Yeah,
Thank you, babe. About the websites or?
no.
Page 9. Page 9. Page 9.
That's your buddy's paper.
Yeah. Tayun.
Tayun,
You
that's
know what
right.
I want to
You
tell
got
you
one.
about, and you can have this on camera, on Jimmy Tayun, let me tell you what happened.
Remember about
He
$2
had a lot
bill.
of psychics at his place.
Oh, $2.
And all the time speaking.
When did
The
they
Middle
stop
East.
making?
And
Yeah,
yes.
Middle East.
And he called every one of them. They all said he wouldn't go to prison. So then,
Is that the
us
they
being
never
friends,
did?
he
No,
called
no,
me
no, no.
up and he said, "Am I going to prison?" And you know me.
She said yes.
You're going to
Why,
prison.
why don't people like them?
And he said that when he came
You really
out.
predicted it.
Well, he called me
better
collect
read- I
one
better
day,
read up.
of course,
I
you know,
better read
and
up.
said that you're the only one that told me
Here
the
we go
truth.
again.
Good. I mean, at least you were honest.
Yeah, I wanted him to put me in this, but there's no
just a
place
couple
for
years
me in
ago.
this, you know,
Where?
in this
The
paper.
Why not?
I don't know. I
There's
never
that
tried
Len
it.
Lear. He
My
should put-
son's hairstylist is in there.
Oh,
so-
that's all it. Did you hear from Irv? Is he ever going to go back or not?
Irv
He's
said he
very
never
depressed.
wants to look at a microphone
He said he never
again.
wants to look at a microphone
Yeah.
again. Even the Sunday show, he don't want to come back on Channel
No.
6?
No, in fact,
He's
I think,
done.
I think he's going to be retiring. to
He
Florida,
said he's
my
going to
guess.
go to Florida
Oh.
and spend some time with the Sunshine
God bless
Foundation.
him. Let him go down there.
And
Gene Arnold told me, and then Frank said he don't want to look at a microphone. Didn't you tell me
Right,
that? Yeah.
he said one of his wife's last wishes were that I would
Irv?
get her
Oh, he's been
clothes.
doing it at least
Any
from the
clothes that
70s.
she had that I wanted.
And maybe even
I went
before
over
that.
and I'm
Queenie.
trying them on.
know, I've
I'm
heard
thinking, oh,
Yeah, no,
Queenie,
he's,
you know.
a very intelligent man. Good, good.
She was
I mean, he
so
knows right from
good.
wrong.
Let me tell you an article.
And
Friday.
actually, he was one of the
Irv's
lower people
birthday.
Yeah.
City reader.
I know, and I get a lot of
Yeah.
politicians,
He never
and I was
mentions it.
wondering
Nothing.
how
I
I
know.
would get, I guess I just grew up to get an ad.
which is even
I actually
more
wanted to get a column like I had in the Philadelphia Journal, where you just answer 3 questions, even though you get
would be
1,000 a week.
That
You have
would
to
be. I
pick it out.
don't. I don't think he
But he used
would
to
do that because
criticize
he's only got
people.
No, he wasn't in here, no.
He has one page that's devoted to the
four
columns.
columns. That's
has
all
ever
he
been in
does.
Show her where yours is, and that's where it is. There they are.
military to begin
The 4
with.
columns.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Well, he got a new one
great.
now. He got a Republican column.
Oh, God bless
They're
him.
saying you're a Democrat. You know, we're
We'll balance it.
liberal,
He
you
says we'll
know.
put a Republican in.
Well, it depends on what city you live in.
Philadelphia's all
Philadelphia.
Democrat.
It's all Democrat. That's what I said. When I first lived in Delaware County, somebody came down to take me up when I lived in Eddystone to go register to vote. And he presents me to the person and he
That
says,
was marvelous when you were.
he presents me
Boy, I
as a
have
good
known Brady
Republican young lady.
forever,
Well, you
let
know,
me tell you.
I was too, I didn't want to embarrass him, so I registered Republican.
Hey.
That station.
And I felt bad.
Great.
But then when in
Lot of
Philadelphia,
people
then I realized I have to
That I
be.
still have people that
If you
come
want to
up
vote
me
in the
and say that.
primary,
Say,
if you live in
oh,
Philadelphia,
I've
you
been
better be a
following you
Democrat.
since you wanted
Register.
to be.
Here's the question.
So now I have to
She was
register
on her.
Republican.
Yeah.
That was a
Here's
real
the
listen to
question for you.
96.
Oh, yeah.
If there's
I did
5
not-
Democratic
That was the
candidates for mayor
And
and
the
1
other,
Republican,
the other man that was
and you're a
really good to
registered
me that
Republican,
taught
who
me
do
a
you vote
lot
for?
was
In
Dominic.
the primary?
In the
or
primary.
In the primary?
Dominic.
What's
I
the
can't.
Republican?
Yeah, I
The
have
Republican.
to. Yeah, I have
Now,
to.
we
Sid
go to the
Mark
general
called me up and
election.
said,
Hey, you got
Dominic
1
had died
Democrat,
and
1
wanted to
Republican. Who do you vote for?
Depends on the candidate.
Aha!
I'll tell you, I was
Yeah,
on with the
I've never voted a straight
96.5 when
ticket
I was
in my
opening
life.
Channel 7, and I'll tell you,
That was a political
station
setup
was
way
listening.
back when.
Yeah.
Back in turn of
96.5, no matter what show
Yeah.
you
They
were
said,
on.
well, we got a million
Even the
people, we got a
Jelinek, they
million
had
Democrats. We got a
restaurant
million
show.
votes.
They'd go out and visit on Saturdays at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Mary and Frank.
right.
Very nice.
Well, we're going to have a lot of the good people we know on Channel 3. Who's all coming on
I want to see Florence
the 20th?
Hanford.
Oh, remember
My mother
the
used to
first
watch-
cooking show.
Yeah, my mother used to watch
who
her
it was. I
faithfully
couldn't
every
remember
week,
the name.
send for the recipe, and it would go in the drawer and never be made. And she still has them today.
Philadelphia Gas Works sponsored it.
Is that what
I
it was?
remember.
Right.
My mother
Florence
looked,
Hanford.
she was the
And
first.
Everyone I know is going to be there. I wonder if Diane Allen's going to show up though, because she started actually. She was the
Name
one I
from the
started
past.
with Good Morning America.
And then I was Marsha Rhodes.
Yeah.
Marsh